Towson, Baltimore, and WNST.net. We're back on the charity trail, and of course, all of it brought to you by our friends at Cole Roofing. And Billy Cole's going to be here to talk some Orioles and some Ravens, as well as the Terps' latest issues. But we got some good news here. I'm out trying to find good stories in the community. It is called our Charity and Community Series. And what I try to do is have groups on about a month or two out on their event. And our friends today are from Athletes Serving Athletes. They have a RunFest, a 5K and a 10K, coming up the day before. It's the last day of the first half century of my life. I turned 50 on October the 14th. This ASA RunFest is on October the 13th. It's out at Hunt Valley. Julia Kardian is here. She is the Director of Special Events for all things at Athletes Serving Athletes to tell us all about the 5K run. And hey, it's out in Hunt Valley, right in the heartland of WNST. And I know many of our people will be participating in this, but I'm kind of unfamiliar with Athletes Serving Athletes, Julie, so I wanted to learn a little bit more today and tell us more about your 10th annual run coming up on the eve of my birthday. So I appreciate that part of it. Good day to you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Well, all these stories come to me, and I try to shed light on things that I haven't heard of. And a lot of times I have charities on that I've been working with for years. I don't know that I've done anything with Athletes Serving Athletes. I want to hear more about it, learn more about it, and tell folks how to sign up on October 13th.
Sure. So Athletes Serving Athletes, we're a nonprofit. We started 10 years ago right here in Baltimore, and we help athletes living with disabilities participate in mainstream running events all across the state.
Well, this thing's coming up on October 13th. 5K, 10K, give me a little detail on this because you've been doing it for 10 years, and I know anytime you're 10 years into this thing, you got this thing like a well-oiled machine out there for everyone on October 13th.
Yeah, we have an awesome day planned for our 10th anniversary RunFest. We're expecting anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 runners to come out this year, which is huge to celebrate our 10th anniversary. We will have a 10K, we have a 5K, we have a 1 mile walk, and then we have a kids fun run. The morning is designed as a family-friendly event, so you can bring your kids. It's okay if they don't want to run. We're going to have a magician, stilt walkers, balloon artists. The Green Turtle from Towson is going to come and do all of our food this year. So we have a really great morning planned for the entire community, and we would love for everyone to come out and celebrate our 10th anniversary with us. It's our largest fundraiser for ASA, and we raise about $100,000 every year for the organization on this morning.
What other events do you guys do? Because, I hear your name around town. I know this is your big thing you're doing in October, but I know through the course of the year there's many other things that you're doing out there at ASA.
Yeah, so throughout the year, we participate in 105 running events across the state of Maryland and southern Pennsylvania, and we have 122 athletes that we take to participate in these. So we have wingmen volunteers that sign up to push our runners and our joggers, push our athlete runners and our joggers, and they get to race all across the state all year long.
Yeah, I clicked on the wingman thing. I didn't understand it. You frequently asked questions on your website just about being a wingman. Tell me the wingman philosophy.
So ASA is based around having a wingman team, and your wingman team is comprised of a captain, which is your head volunteer, and then 2 or 3 wingmen. And the wingman team are the able-bodied runners who push our athletes who can't run in our joggers. So together you have your ASA athlete and then your wingman team, and our motto is "Together we finish," because it's not necessarily about the race time and racing, but it's about finishing together and having an experience together as a wingman team and an athlete and building those connections with others.
Julia Kardian is here. She is the Director of Special Events for Athletes Serving Athletes. I need a wingman.
Don't we all?
They're also out on Facebook. You can find them at Athletes Serving Athletes. It is their 10th anniversary. It's coming up on October the 13th. It's up in Hunt Valley. They are a Lutherville-based charity, and I'm always trying to learn about this stuff, and certainly lots of sponsors from McCormick and our friends over at Kelly, as well as many other folks up on the website to learn about this in the Green Turtle. But throughout the year, October 13th, you're doing one day, one event. But for the rest of the year, if people can't be involved in this day, Tell us about the other things you do and why someone would be involved. And the other part of this is everything around this is running. So I'm sure behind all of this, there's someone who loves to put some sneakers on and go out and maybe case the turf for 5 or 10K, right?
Yes. So we have, if you like to run, it doesn't matter if you run fast or slow. We always need wingmen. If you don't like to run, we have lots of other volunteer opportunities, which you can reach out to us, and I can provide you a list of them. We have our RunFest event. We have a bull roast event. We have a huge awards ceremony in January every year for all of our athletes to celebrate what they've done the past year. So there's lots.
And you do like a lot in Pennsylvania, a lot on the Eastern Shore. I mean, this is not just a Baltimore County thing, you guys do. It's the center of it, but you guys have really branched out throughout the state and into Pennsylvania as well.
We do. We have 8 different communities. We have a community over in Salisbury. We have southern Pennsylvania. We go all the way out to Frederick, Howard County, Annapolis, Harford County, right here in Baltimore County. We also have a group in Baltimore City, and we have some feelers out to start some new communities in Montgomery County, right over the Bay Bridge in Easton. We just, as we have the resources, we would love to provide this to more athletes around the state.
AthletesServingAthletes.org is the way to find them. The event is October 13th. It's out in Hunt Valley. You can learn everything up on their Facebook as well as at the website AthletesServingAthletes.org. Julia Kardian is our guest and a dear friend of Jack Gibbons, who gave me my first go. So I got to give a top of the morning to Jack, who's one of my favorite people and who all things made possible at WNST through Jack Gibbons. Also, my thanks to Cole Roofing and Billy Cole for sponsoring these segments. We're doing charity and community offerings each and every Thursday morning between 7 and 9. You can throw me an email, nasty@WNST.net, to book your charity, your story, so we can tell your story on WNST as well as out in the community. Tell everyone how to find you, Julia, and if they want to get involved in this in any way possible, which is what we're trying to do, shake the tree here, to get not only runners out, because I'm sure a lot of folks in your Charm City community know about the runs and know about all the events that you do, but for folks that may be out in the Hunt Valley area that day, having traffic closed down, want to go out and run, want to support someone, want to be, as you pointed out, a wingman, let everybody know how to get involved in this thing.
Sure. If you go to asa.run, that's our website, asa.run, and you can click on events and go to RunFest, or you can click on Wingman if you're interested in becoming a wingman. But all the information for our entire organization is on asa.run. And then you can always email us at info@asa.run.
All right. Well, we wish you good luck on the event. I turn 50 the next day. I'm in Nashville that weekend with the Ravens. But my heart and spirit will be with you guys up in Hunt Valley. Give my best to Jack and everybody there at ASA. Pleasure to have you on this morning, Julia.
Thank you.
Julia Kardian, she is the Director of Special Events for Athletes Serving Athletes. You can learn more there. I'm also going to throw a tweet out. If you have a charity you need focused upon, story, a 5K, an event, a bull roast, a GoFundMe page, something cancer-related. We love to tell good stories around here. We're doing more of that. Nasty@WNST.net. You can also find me out in the buyatoyota.com audio vault 24 hours a day from anywhere in the world on your mobile device by downloading the TuneIn Radio app. We come in crystal clear. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, streaming live on our Facebook, as well as telling more good stories out at WNST.net, AM 1570, and WNST.net. And we never stop talking Baltimore sports.